Okay. Oh, you start the game?
Mm-hmm. What's good, Relocation Football League fans? It's your boy Smitty, along with Rob, dual commentary. You know what time it is. It's the RFL College Series Playoffs, and we've got the Peach Bowl coming your way. It's the rematch between Clemson and Georgia. Man, and they're at Georgia. This is a great game. How you feeling about this one right here, Rob?
Oh, man, this would be a great game, man. I heard you say rematch, though, man, but nah, these teams are not the same teams they were last year, man. So we got to go ahead and start a new chapter here in the second annual college series, man. This should be an awesome game, man.
Well, their rematch actually happened this season back in week one, one of the biggest to kick off the season, man. That was just such a great game. In case guys didn't get to see it, here's a little recap of what happened there in that one. But before, I will go ahead and silence the crowd and let that one play out for you guys. In the gun. Slow exchange, setting up the blocks though, and here goes Marlon Marshall, juke move, and he's off to the races, to the 20, the 10, and it's a touchdown for the Tigers. What a play in this series for no reason. Look at that move, puts a nasty move on Michael King. Fecky, four-man rush, so he's got some time here. Pressure is coming, and down he goes for a sack. That's going to be Jermaine Taylor. Oh my God, nasty juke moving off to the house. Cam Perkins, touchdown. Georgia, both of the running backs with incredible runs. And he sold that one hard. He was gone. Oh, trying to get into the end zone here. Great protection. He's got all day. Takes off to the end zone. Touchdown. Guy Cash, he's got a free access lane to try to scramble. He's got all day, and there he goes. End zone, touchdown, Georgia. And he takes off in the end zone, touchdown. Brandon Fecky for his second rushing touchdown of the game. Rush as he takes it deep down the field, one-on-one. It's going to be hauled in with one hand for a first down. Brock Melton trips to the left. Looking to pass, double move. Oh my goodness, what a route by Zan Nasir in goal. They go with a draw play. Here he is, juke move to the end zone, touchdown. Cam Perkins with his second rushing touchdown of the game, and what a beauty that was. NFL, Isaiah Simmons? What? Wow. Nobody's safe, man. Nobody is safe. Last minute to win it. Fecky, clean pocket, takes off to the end zone for his third rushing touchdown, and it's good. Kids say he's looked like one of the more seasoned quarterbacks in this series. A shot deep, that's going to be caught, and it's off to the races. To the 10, getting hawked down, missed tackle, touchdown. Bulldogs, 76 yards. Wow. Ali Melendez, the submitted prospect. They're getting burned by Blaylock. Man, that's a tough one. We'll throw it to the flats here. What? Oh, man, that's it. Clock hits 0, and that's the game. And Coach furious with that decision. Georgia able to pull off the victory. All right, man. So just looking back at that game, man, just a crazy game that was, man. Hopefully this game is just as exciting as that one. Georgia, that was the game that got them the #1 team in the country over Clemson to begin with. And, man, just cannot wait to see how this one's going to turn up. A lot of people, are really assuming the RFL community, they feel Georgia's got this one still in the bag. But, Clemson, even though they went on their last little run towards the end, took their little L's and things like that, that kicked them, as we thought, out of the playoffs. The community voted on them, and they ended up finding their way in. And this is the reason why. Let's go ahead and get a look at the statistics pretty much of where these guys rank. So, of course, the ranking of the teams are different. We got Georgia as the #1 team in the country, of course, undefeated, 13-0 right now. And as for Clemson, these guys, they got to compete in their conference championship game and go 8-5 right now. So with them, they're still a hot team, as you can see where their offense and defense rank. This is exactly the reason why they were able to be in this spotlight. 3rd ranked offense and 5th ranked defense. They are top 5 in both offensive and defensive categories, and Georgia is 6th and 8th. So it's going to be interesting. I think Clemson, as I've been saying in the podcast and everything, I think they still have themselves a slight chance to still be able to come in this one. But looking at those, Rob, what do you think?
Man, I'm a guy that just believes in momentum, man. And I like all the fluff and everything, the stats and everything. That's solid and everything, man. But man, what I saw, what I've seen out of Georgia this season still just remains uncontested. What I've seen out of Clemson is a dog in them. The ability to fight back and to stay in games. Obviously, with the recap of the first game, you saw how close that is, man. But at the end of the day, I still think that the juggernaut here is Georgia. And one key thing that I'm going to say, man, that Clemson has to do, they got to tackle, man. Because I saw a lot of juke moves, and my ankles getting sold out there by Cam Perkins in that first week. And I hope that they have a better control on getting some tackles of some guys and stopping some guys now, man. Because boy, oh boy, was that a nightmare in the first week.
Yeah, it was a nightmare for sure, man. The difference was, hey, that was on arcade. What is it going to look like on sim? We don't know what's going to happen, but still, I think the community's heavy favorite's going to feel like Georgia's going to walk out of this game. I think it's going to come down to Brandon Fecky to see what he's going to do, what difference he'll make. But let's get back out onto the field as we're ready for the RFL College Series Peach Bowl semifinal playoff game. Brandon Fecky on the sideline, throwing the ball, getting that arm all warmed up. Like I said, I feel this kid's the key to success for Clemson if they want to pull off this upset. And it will be Clemson who will be receiving the football first. As you see, Blankenship putting the ball on the tee. Georgia special teams ready to go down the field and tackle. The RFL College Playoffs is here, guys. I can't wait to see who's going to advance to the national championship. Here we go. Last year's champs receiving the ball. This year's possible champs kicking it off. We'll have to see as they'll take a knee in the end zone, and the offense will get started out at the 25.
Yeah, the good thing about this is that you get a chance to go ahead and put your coals in the fire right now and get it started. So we'll see what Brandon Fecky is able to do here. But the bad thing about this, man, is that, we've seen Georgia just outscore opponents from the gate. Now they're going to get the ball at the half here. So this just has to be a very perfect half for, this is actually Clemson, I would say this is Clemson's second half right now. They got to go ahead and jump out to a lead right now, not allow Georgia to get into the lead and get the ball back trailing in the third.
Definitely, man. 3,654 passing yards on the season with 21 touchdowns, 12 interceptions for Brandon Fecky as he gets ready to lead the Tigers down the field on the opening drive of the Peach Bowl. 5-wide empty set here to start out the game. And Fecky obviously looking to pass. Pressure up the middle, throws, and it's going to be caught on the sideline, close to a first down.
A very good pass there by Fecky, recognizing the coverage over the middle right there, throwing it to the outside right there, not really gambling at all, and finds an open man for 9 yards. Solid play right there. That's
going to be their 6'6" tall slot receiver they love to use, Julian Barnes, submitted prospect, as they'll have 2nd and inches. A handoff. Here goes Marlon Marshall up the middle of the field. Huge gain. 2 big plays on this Georgia defense. And there goes the first down of the game.
Yeah, that's the guy I was talking to you about, man, before last night, man. This guy got to get this guy Marshall going. He's going to be an integral part of this offense. If they can get him going, allowing him to get those holes and those lanes to pick up solid yards like that, that's going to allow Fecky to stand back and deliver passes, man. Keep guys off of him.
And guys say, this has been a guy that hasn't been talked about too much. Thought he's been quiet, but he's actually put up really great numbers this year. 1,192 rushing yards. They're going to go some play action. And Brandon Fecky, first time today, scrambling out of the pocket, juke move, takes a hit, I believe he's got a first down. They say he does another huge gain.
Oh, man, that's a solid play right there as well. Again, Fecky being very, very smart in this game so far. Breaks to the outside. Sees open field right here. Does a little bit of juke move right there. We want to see him get down in this ball game. Georgia known to have some bangers on that defense there, so going to have to make sure he holds on to the ball. But, hey, that's a good way to move the chains and pick a little bit more yardage on the juke move.
Right now, Clemson is looking really good on their opening drive of the game, moving down the field. A lot of momentum building up for them. Got a strong formation here. 3 tight end set to the right side. Julian Lettner to the top of the screen all by himself to run it. Mean stiff arm. And then Rice going to bring down Marshall. Let's go ahead and get a look at this Clemson offense.
And we have Carmen, Simpson, McNeil, Cervenka, and Ankrum on the O-line. Joyanne Lettner, Lynn J. Dixon, Marlon Marshall, J.C. Chalk, and Michael Rochester are going to be the weapons to which Brandon Fecky will have at his disposal.
And if you are new to the Relocation Football League and just now checking us out, make sure to check out our website to learn more at relocationfootballleague.com. You are currently watching our RFL College Series. We are in the playoffs, baby. Just 3 games, including this, left to go before the RFL season gets here. Read option. He absolutely fakes out the entire defense. First down at the 29.
And this is what happens when you got a balanced attack. Defense really doesn't know what to expect here. They've run a couple of times, they passed a couple of times, and right there, they're going to the read option right here. Sold it to the whole side cleared right there, and Brandon Fecky comes right in and picks up a huge first down right here. They're down to the 30-yard line already.
And Clemson, man, they are not the 3rd-ranked offense in the country for no reason. I mean, these guys can make plays, got the talent, and they're going to have to stay consistent if they want to pull out on top with this upset and win this game. Marlon Marshall unable to get away from Alfred Walker. Short gain there.
Now this is where these guys shine right here. Wyatt, Taylor, Barkley, and Becker are going to be on the D-line. Luby, Rice, and Walker are obviously going to be the linebackers. And we got Keesal Daniels, Michael King, and Zamar Scruggs here in the secondary. Georgia's really, really good at forcing teams to kick field goals in the red zone area. So look for this. This is where the defense really gets nasty, and it really gets difficult for teams to score. We'll see how Fecky's able to handle this first drive here as he's approaching payday.
He's looked good so far, but like you said, it starts getting tougher the more you get closer towards their end zone. Shotgun here, 2nd and 8. We'll run it to the outside. Marlon Marshall trucks through Michael King and goes down still for a short gain.
Yeah, you can just see, man, the gates of the doghouse are open all the way down the field till they got to around the 29-yard line, and that's when Georgia dogs start coming out of the cage now, man. Now they start to protect, and now you're looking at 3rd and 8 right here. This is the first 3rd down, I believe, on this drive.
Let's see if Clemson's receivers can get open. Passing situation here. Brandon Fecky, pressure up the middle, and there goes a sack by the defense. This is going to be Barkley, the generic defensive tackle.
And it was all good just a week ago. Now it's 4th and 14, man. It was looking pretty good. And now you get on these guys out of the field. This is when the pressure comes in. Look at this. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys blocking 4. And look at this right here. Still, one of the big dogs gets back there and puts Brandon Fecky down for the dead man. Oh, boy. What a solid play that was out of Barkley.
And when I first looked at that, I was like, man, Jermaine Taylor already. But this defensive line, they're just stacked, man. You got Barkley, who, of course, gets the game's first sack. You got Taylor, Defensive Player of the Year and Defensive Lineman of the Year, and Logan Becker. I mean, this defense is just absolutely stacked. Didn't start out the way they wanted to, but like you said, unable to score. Here goes a kick, and it's going to be short.
Fatal. Yeah, and that's fatal right there. Really, really fatal right there. You got to make that kick in this situation here. Doesn't have enough power on this at all. This is just a routine kick in the RFL. I don't think he's going to be a kicker in the RFL, though.
Yeah. Definitely not missing that right there, but it is a 50-yarder. It's not going to be an easy kick for any kicker to make, but, man, all of that, now it comes to a straight halt. And you got Kai Cash coming out onto the field, one of the Dre Crowell Award finalists in the awards for the RFL College Series, man. This offense is something else.
And if anybody's happy right now, it's got to be Kai Cash. They first of all, they got to kick the ball off. They get it back in the second half. Clemson comes away with 0 on the play as the defense is, pretty much held up. But now here they are at the 33-yard line to start their first drive.
First down and 10. Here goes a throw, and a slant is going to be caught. Great hands in traffic by Brock Melton, their leading receiver. Also second in receiving touchdowns this year with 14.
And that's always a good sign right there when you start from first down. You get that quick slant right there inside to your number 1 wide receiver, and he gets a first down on the play. That's a big statement right there from the 43. Here they are.
And Brock Melton can literally break the, be the leader in receiving touchdowns if he could get at least 2 in this game. Great job by Clemson there stopping that no gain.
Yeah, that was a great play there by Skowski, and that's what they're going to have to do early and often. They got to find ways of getting Cam Perkins to turn his shoulders from going past the line of scrimmage and maybe buy themselves time to get tackles for a loss against him.
2nd and 10, shotgun here again for Cash as they'll look to throw. This one quickly into the flats to Zan Nasir, the submitted tight end. Maybe a yard at best on the play, 3rd and 9.
That's another just good stop right there, bringing up the 3rd down. Clemson, so far, doing a good job. Ali Melendez, usually submitted cornerback, looking pretty good right there on the tackle.
Top 5 in both categories in offense and defense, so this defense definitely no slouch. Let's see if Georgia can convert here. They need 9 yards. Number 9 looking, throws with pressure in his face, and that's excellent coverage all over Brock Melton. And Clemson gets the stop.
Yeah, and they also sent some pressure right there. Had a guy in the gaps. Kai Cash tried to step up into the pocket, but as soon as he did, you can see right here, feeling the pressure. But Kai Cash fashion, throwing the ball. Only thing is, man, it was well covered. Brock Melton all the way covered there. Another great play by Skowski.
He saw the pressure up front by the defensive tackle, Hart, who was going to be an RFL prospect as a generic. And that's a great way to answer back for Clemson. They get the ball back to their offense. And it's still about dead even right now with the momentum as the game is playing out right now. And Brandon Fecky coming back out.
Yeah, I would say it's right now it's balanced. They're on a seesaw right now, and it's balanced right now. Yeah? So we'll see second series right now for Clemson as they come back out.
So Clemson started out moving the ball very well against Georgia's defense. Georgia was able to get them just barely out of field goal range, a missed kick. And they're looking to try to get them off the field here earlier. And Clemson looking to pick up where they started and not where they left off last possession. As they'll come out here once again, strong formation to the right side, 3 tight ends. And they'll look to throw over the middle. That's going to be caught by Marlon Marshall defense. Able to bring him down at the 25.
And Georgia on that last play electing to go with 5 DBs and dropping back into the coverage there. Fecky obviously witnessing that and just throwing it right underneath for a solid 8 yards in the play. Look for that to be something that Fecky will be able to take advantage of. He's very, very good throwing underneath.
And Fecky's going to come out here spreading out the defense a little bit more with his receivers. Handoff, Marlon Marshall still spinning around, breaking tackles, first down at the 31.
Another solid first down there for Clemson. Just, taking what they can get right now. A solid run there by Marlon Marshall. And right now the O-line is holding up against these Bulldogs right now.
Really loving the play call. And they're really mixing it up. They're throwing, running. They got the read option they ran. Best believe they're going to be going a little bit more with that as the game progresses. Looking really good right now. Here goes that read option that I was talking about. Juke move, and Alford going to bring him down. And Fecky with the last effort almost getting the first.
Much better job there by Alfred Walker in the flats right now, or in the open field. I'm sorry, tackling against Fecky as he got his ankle sold on that last one. Finally making a great play right there, not allowing Fecky to pick up a cheap first down.
2nd and 1. Hand off to Marshall again. Rice brings him down, but not before moving the chains.
Yeah, another first down for Marlon Marshall, man. Really love what they're doing here. Keep grounding and pounding against his D-line, letting them know, hey, we're not afraid. We got a good offensive line, and we're going to go at you.
Clemson just continuing to move on this defense right now. Defense trying to figure out how they can slow them down. A motion, Marshall out of the backfield. An empty set here for Fecky. And it will hit the drag as he's hit. And Derrickis Daniels bringing him down at the 42. Loss of a yard on the play.
Oh, man, that just showed you how good he is there. Just staying square with his man and making a great play here. That man.
And
right down.
That pressure coming off the edge, though.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Definitely. Great tackle there by Daniels as well.
Now 2nd and 11 for Clemson. And usually Georgia gets guys in long situations on downs. That's usually when they get their stops. So let's see if they can stop him here on these set of downs here. A little pump fake, looking to go down the field, and it's going to be caught by Joey and Letner in traffic. Continues to do this. 4 for 4, Brandon Fecke, 23 yards, first down.
Yeah, it's a solid pass, and definitely, obviously, a great catch there inside of traffic. And, man, he just kind of just went up on a whole bunch of Bulldogs and came down with that ball there. Look at this here. Boy, it's a great catch.
Yeah, went up there and went on one of the best secondary defenders with the most, tied for the most interceptions this year with Clemson's cornerback, Michael Crowder. So, man, a huge play. Clemson really feeling it here in this game. 1st and 10. Scrambling. Taylor and Chase not going to be fast enough, but he actually still gets to him, but not before picking up another first.
See, that's the danger right now when we're looking at Clemson here. Georgia obviously respecting this wide receiver core. They want to play man-to-man. They want to play back in the zones here. But the issue is that you got a guy like Fecke who's going to take advantage of that every single time. Fecke really not going to probably not going to take too many shots and come in here with 12 interceptions. He's going to be very, very careful. And obviously with the running game going the way it is, they don't have to throw deep. They can just go short, do the read option, and allow Fecke to extend the play with his legs.
And they'll run this one up the middle. Defense all over it this time as he gets Jermaine Taylor and Alford to bring him down. No gain.
I tell you, every time Georgia blitzes, man, they just look so dominant. When they send everybody, there's nobody on Clemson that can block all these guys, man. These guys are just too good. And you can see it right there, just totally swarming and swallowing that play up before it even started.
2nd and 10, trips the top of your screen here in the gun. Fecke going to throw over the middle and accurate. Had him.
Yeah, he's very, very lucky Darius Daniels didn't come down with that interception right there. That was right over his head. Was that who's number 20, Smitty?
That's Michael King.
Michael King, yeah. Very lucky Michael King did not come down with that one.
He would have took the record for the most interceptions on the season had he been able to. Like I said, currently tied for that. 3rd and 10. Can Georgia do it again? Scrambles out of the pocket, and a juke move not going to work. He falls just short. 4th and 1.
That's another great stop here by Georgia. Brings it to 4th and 1. But they keep bringing in 5 and 6 DBs, and I'm worried. I'm a little bit worried about that because Fecke's just totally going to lunch on that. Just didn't get the first down on this one. Almost extended the drive again, though.
Yeah, man. It's just right now Clemson is taking advantage of everything this defense is giving them. And like you said, very lucky that they weren't an inch up the field. He probably would have got that first down.
I wonder if Clemson's going to go for it here.
It'll just look like they'll settle for the field goal here just to get some momentum going, I guess.
Right.
And here goes the kick. And it's good. 3-0 is the score. Potter and the Tigers are on the board first here in the Peach Bowl of the RFL College Series.
Man, that deep zone is really killing Georgia right now.
Let's see if they can catch on to that, make some adjustments. You know, they got the guys. They got the guys who can man up. You know, don't got to play too much zone. We've seen zone kill a lot of defenses.
Georgia's very, very good underneath. You know, playing between the 10-yard game is Georgia all day, man. They can kill you all day if you try to do that. But the issue is that you have this running quarterback here, who's definitely looking to run early and often if he sees nobody down the field.
Yeah, and especially, man, maybe that could be the reason why they're going with a lot of zone right now because, I mean, even though they're still getting ate up, if it's man-to-man coverage, there's nobody on one side, and you give them all that space, it could really eat you alive.
Yeah. I should have mentioned man as well. They are playing a lot of man.
Yeah, and Georgia coming out onto the field for their second offensive possession was unable to get any points, had to punt it away. So let's see if their possession can end up in points as well. See how they respond.
I think they come out swinging with Cam Perkins on this one, man. I got a feeling.
Yeah, definitely got to get him going. See if they utilize him here. They'll be in the gun. 3 receivers, the right side as he'll look to pass. Cash, too much air a little bit on that, but gains a decent gain of 3. So 2nd and 7 it is. Big shout out to the RFL community. If you are enjoying what you are watching right now, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the Relocation Football League.com. Well, to the Relocation Football League YouTube channel. Check out our website at relocationfootballleague.com and find your way to join next year's college series on January 1st. Here goes a shot deep down the field. He's got him beat.
Oh, my.
Oh, man, underthrows it. But that's got to be on Brock Melton. Just how couldn't he adjust? Had to try to make a play on that.
Oh, man, he was wide open. Looks like the ball just kind of was in the air, and it kind of hung and fell down directly out of the sky, and Melton tried to adjust and couldn't catch that ball, man. Wow.
Looked like he was really late on making that throw as well. Here goes Cash. They'll check it down to Perkins, but that is not going to be enough for a first down. Another stop by Clemson's defense, and Georgia's going to have to punt it away again.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen this before. Teams start off pretty good, handling Georgia, just trying to find a place that's going to work, trying to fill these guys out. The issue, though, is that already Clemson has left 4 points on the board. They got to the other side, had to punt the ball. And so, what we saw in like a few games this season was, teams would start off to be 9-0, 12-0, and then next thing you know, Georgia finds their way. And then they scored 2 touchdowns. It's 14-12, So Clemson, you got to get a touchdown. No field goals, get touchdowns, keep up the momentum, keep up the pressure, and maybe you can win this ball game. Definitely,
man. It looks good right now, but this is the number 1 team in the country.
Yeah.
Here's a look at how things have been going so far. Brandon Fecky, he's been throwing some pretty good passes. Hasn't thrown too many, but he's been doing this. His strength of his game, juking, making huge gains out of the pocket, and Georgia's going to have to find out a way to slow him down.
And I'm just going to go ahead and say it, man. There really is no team that matches up against Georgia pound for pound. Fecky's got to put this on his shoulders. He's got to win this game for his ball play.
Definitely, and especially in that department. If you're going to scramble, he's got to make sure he takes care of the football. And he's been, I would have to say, not the best quarterback at doing that this year. He's fumbled 6 times, and in some of those games, probably is due to most of those losses that they took this year was due to his turnover. So he's got to take care of the football. Cannot play around with this Georgia team. There goes a run with Marlon Marshall getting to the 16. 4-yard gain.
Yeah, talk about turnovers. He had 12 interceptions and I believe 6 fumbles on the season. What I will say, though, is that I believe he had that around 16 or 17 of those and at the halfway mark of the season. So he's done a pretty good job over the last 6 weeks of holding on to the ball.
Yeah, definitely had an outstanding performance against Miami in the ACC championship game. And here he goes, a pump fake. Throws down the field's got a man beat, and it's incomplete. Got to catch that. Honestly, I believe Julian Barnes only had 2 catches on drops, on the season, and there goes his 3rd one right there.
Oh yeah, I thought that was Rochester for a moment, man. Yeah, boy, oh boy, totally dropped that one.
Yeah, had him beat. Got to be able to hang on to that. 3rd and 6. Pump fake again. Shot down the field over his head. Got to make that tackle. Julian Lettner still running. Goes out of bounds at the 48.
Yeah, I think Julian Lettner, man, had heard the wiretap in the conversation we were having the other day, man. He's definitely starting off to a solid game right now, and boy, that ball, that's just a one-place ball, and Lettner doing a little bit of fancy work after the play there, man. Solid play right there by Lettner.
And that was Tyson Campbell who you saw him sitting there paused. It was the play act, the pump fake that paused him. And once he immediately threw that ball, he just couldn't get himself together to make a play on it. It's right over his head. Great play for Clemson. 1st down and 10 here. Last play of the first quarter. Reed, option, throw over the middle, and Joey and Lettner having himself a quarter as that ends out, man. Wow. Going to the 2nd. Clemson up 3-0 in the semifinals of the RFL College Series playoffs in the Peach Bowl.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go ahead and say it, man. It's only right. Julian Lettner is putting on a clinic, so every time he makes a catch, I need y'all to say, "How may I help you?" in Chick-fil-A fashion. That's what they always say. How may I help you? Or my pleasure. Oh, boy.
1st down and 10 here at the 37-yard line. Shotgun. Fecky in the offense, rolling again. Counter run play. Marlon Marshall with some space. Taken down at the 29. One thing Clemson's doing very well is staying ahead of schedule on their 1st down plays, man. They're getting 5+ yards a game.
Oh, yeah, they're really just chewing it up right now. But, hey, we talk about efficiency, we talk about production. Right now, they got to get a touchdown.
2nd and 2. They'll send the house here. Throws, and there goes Joey and Lettner again to the 15.
Man, oh man, is he really working some guys right now? 4 receptions, 84 yards for Rand Lettner. I think Mix is gonna have to put his foot in his mouth if he keeps this one up right here, man. Boy, oh boy, just a nice little route ran right there. Oh boy, look who that's against.
Morris Scruggs, man. And that wasn't even like a small amount of separation. That was a lot.
Boy, oh boy.
First down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Bunch formation. They'll run it to that side, and Marlon Marshall again. 5 to 6 yard gain on first down.
This is just really a solid. I mean, come on. What offensive coordinator, what team, what head coach doesn't want to pick up 5 and 6 yards every play, man? I mean, jeez. You know, down here at the 9 and knocking on the door of Georgia, and this is where Georgia's been really good at. But I don't know, man. Let's see what happens here.
See if Georgia can get another stop here. Goes a throw into the flats, immediate tackle. Nice little stiff arm. Zamar Scruggs able to bring him down. Loss of a yard on the play.
Good right there. But we got to see if Georgia's able to hold up here. You know, this is the toughest part of the field to score on, and you're playing the #1 defense, obviously, here in the league. And man, boy, you know, I'm really excited to see Clemson able to, you know, just kind of move the ball effectively here. But, you know, I still got to see if they can score on Georgia, man. That's the only thing. You know, I want to know if they can actually score down here. You know, it's really an ability to beast down here.
Yeah, we've seen that all season. A lot of teams, you know, moving the ball throughout the entire game, but not being able to finish. That is key to success. Look at this matchup at the bottom. Zamar Scruggs in the face of Joey and Lettner. Press man-to-man coverage. There goes a throw and a clutch tackle made by Alfred Walker. 4th down again. Georgia does it again.
Really love how Alfred Walker just stayed with his man through the play, not fooled. And then look at this, man. It's catching up to him, putting on the speed right there, and making a great tackle. I really like that play right there. Kind of got beat just a little bit, but easily caught up and made a great tackle.
Alfred Walker, man, he had 117 tackles on the season coming into this game with 11 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions, 12 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, a touchdown, and a sack and a half. I mean, this guy's been a monster for this Georgia defense. And yet again, Florida having to settle for 3.
And this is the same thing that kind of happened to Penn State, I believe it was. They left points on the board early. And Georgia, you know, I think they had a lead or something like that. And, you know, just kept leaving points on the board. And you know, now Clemson has left, you know, 8 points on the board already. And it could be 14-0 right now, but instead it's 6-0. And, you know, you got to say to yourself, all this is doing is just helping the defense gain that momentum out, you know, here in the red zone. I mean, this is the toughest area of the field to score on, and now they've denied you, you know, basically two touchdowns. So just another great job by the defense of Georgia, but a great job by Clemson nonetheless.
Yeah, I know exactly what game you were referring to, and it was the game with Georgia in it, right, against Penn State, where it was like 13-20. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you know, Kai Cash got out to a rough start in that game with 2 interceptions, and then they, like you said, couldn't get points. So Clemson could end up in that boat very easily. That's a great point. Let's see if Georgia starts to turn things around right now. So Kai Cash back out onto the field for a 3rd time. Georgia finding it hard to move the ball down the field against Clemson's defense, and rightfully so. Once again, this is the 5th-ranked defense in the country, top 5. This offense going to have to find a way.
I still believe they're the #1 defense. I know you got those stats guys are like, Rob, what are you talking about? But yeah, I still think this is the #1 defense as far as just production, you know, helping the offense go.
First down and 10. Here goes a run. There goes Cam Perkins breaking a tackle and getting to the 29 for a gain of 4. And that's only his 2nd carry so far in this one. I think they need to start getting him involved.
Yeah, they definitely do, man. And, you know, we spoke about that before. And, you know, if they can get this guy going, he needs to get over 100 yards rushing a day if they want to try to win out this thing.
Trey Worsley Award winner as best running back in the RFL College Series. Here goes a catch, one-on-one jump ball. Brock Melton, bag and booth.
Yeah, great looking play right there. And that's going to help with the momentum of Georgia right now, offense has been a bit lackluster there, and man, it's a nice flashy play right there. Hopefully that's going to spark some flame right now under Georgia.
And these guys literally ran a goal line fade their own side of the field, and it actually worked. Great hands. There goes Perkins breaking the first tackle, brought down at the 45.
3 rushes, 7 yards, and if you're Clemson right now, you're feeling pretty good facing the imposing Cam Perkins here.
Yeah, and that's with just a minimal amount of carries. They got to keep this up to make sure he doesn't break one. He made him look silly last time they played up against each other in week 1. Excuse me. Here goes immediate pressure. Down he goes for a sack. Isaiah Simmons splitting the sack there with Zach DeFranza, the submitted DN.
Oh man, Kai Cash just got clobbered there, like a dual sack, I guess you want to call it right here. Boy.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened at all on the right side of this offensive line, but it looked like immediately they got blown up, and there was just nobody there to protect Cash at all.
Yeah, I'll tell you what happened. He snapped the ball and nobody blocked. That's what happened.
3rd and 14. And there goes a throw, incomplete. Man, Clemson's defense right now, they're working wonders.
Yeah, you know, I still feel this is very familiar what I'm seeing out of Kai Cash. You know, kind of these little small inconsistencies earlier on in the game, just trying to find his groove, trying to loft the ball to his players. You know, I mean, when he's playing, he's just out in the backyard, just throwing catch with his guys. And I think right now it's just a little bit of a warm up, and before you know it, man, Kai Cash is going to shake out of all these little small inconsistencies he's having. And that's when he just starts to light up things.
So Georgia once again punting it away. And it goes out of bounds at the 16. Really good punt right there. And Clemson, man, only 2 field goals for scores here in this one. They drove down the field multiple times and just have not been able to finish on this defense.
That's a little bit of a joke, man. You've seen Any Given Sunday, man. Kai Cash reminds me of Willie Beeman, man. He just hasn't thrown up yet. Once he throws up, man, you're going to put that helmet on. I got a feeling he's going to come out, man, and give us a show.
Well, we'll see. Maybe he does that at halftime in the locker room. Here we go. 5 wide, empty set. 1st down and 10. Brandon Fecky scrambling, gets out of there, running way too wide to the outside, but he actually sets up a blocker. Could have got the 1st down, and he stayed outside. Instead, inches short, but still a good game.
That is crazy how he was going out of bounds. He just got right. Oh, the angle, man. He's like, oh wait, I can go forward.
Yeah, almost got it. I think he thought he got the 1st down, but he was just right there. Brandon Fecky, clean pocket, out of it again, and there goes a great reaction as David Kiso is able to get to him for a sack. Let me ring that bell.
Yeah, I like Kiso, man. Kiso's one of those quiet players, man. Don't do a lot of talking, just does a lot of tackling. And boy, oh boy, look at that, boy. Fecky thought he was being slick trying to go around the back of Van Leitner right there, and he ran right into Kiso.
Once again, a lot of space he could have worked with going inside of where Leitner was. They're still trying to run out and loses 2 yards. So let's see if Georgia can get this stop right now.
Come on, set. 30 base.
3rd and 2, though, motion in. Michael Rochester. So look to pass, almost sacked. There goes a nice pass for a 1st down. Good read.
Great read by Fecky there. Sees they sent 5 on the blitz there. He's like, hey, I got somebody on the outside. My back is going to be totally uncovered here. And that's exactly what happened right there. Look at this nice pass, small little pass right there to his halfback. Solid 1st down.
And that's just like you were talking about, the development of Brandon Fecky, man. We saw the progression of this guy. He started out making looks almost like no reads at the start of the season. You just see him slowly but surely getting better as the season goes on here. Could be his last game, or could be his last game before he goes to a national championship. But we'll see here. 1st and 10, and down he's going to go for a sack, and you know who it is. It was only a matter of time. Now he's up to 24 and a half sacks on the season. It's Jermaine Taylor.
Oh yeah, man, it's the big dog, the biggest dog of them all right here. Jermaine Taylor getting in the backfield right here. You can't keep a dog down for too long, man. That's a huge guy right there, and I'm pretty pretty sure Fekki feels like a Mack truck just fell on top of him.
Yeah, and once again, the double team. Doesn't matter how many guys you got blocking big number 73 up front. You are not secure to slow him down. And I don't think anyone has ever slowed him down in the game at all this season.
This guy, people don't know, man. This guy trains in the offseason, man. He's in the strongman competitions and everything. He's out there pulling airplanes and stuff right there. And boy, oh boy, he's a strong man.
Here goes a bubble screen, and the defense all over that. Another tackle for loss to Julian Barnes. He's getting quite a few targets here in this one. Yeah, that just didn't look like it was going to work out either way.
No, Kiso's just definitely a stud at tackling, man. Kiso's not having it. One of the best open field tackles I've seen in the series, man.
3rd and 19 for Clemson. Now things are starting to get a bit harder. They got great receivers, though. See if they can pick up 19 yards on this play. Brandon Fekki getting pressured. He's got all day in the pocket, finally throws, and there goes Barnes. He makes the catch, but only 3 yards. They'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, man, you had the opportunities, and now you're starting to get the 4th and 15s now, 3rd and 19s. They're starting to become a little bit more difficult, as now these Bulldogs have just, pretty much just come out into the yard now, and there's really not a lot of space to really be throwing the ball and everything for Brandon Fekki right now. Yeah, just a great job by Georgia's defense here. And now Kai's going to get the ball back here. And, we've seen this, man. We've seen this time and time again where this team is just adjusts. It's just really good at adjusting. And, it's easy in the beginning to get quick yardage on them. But once they just start getting, getting it down and remembering these plays and stuff, boy, oh boy, this defense really get difficult to do anything wrong.
And like you said, you can see that evidently happening right now as the game's going on. Now this offense is the main area of focus for Georgia right now. They have to figure out something, have to get something going, especially giving Perkins more carries. I mean, they're just kind of phasing him out early in this game. The pass game, honestly, just simply isn't there. They got the guy who should have won the Best Defensive Back of the Year award, but as a generic couldn't win it, with Mike Crowder. So this secondary is stacked. I think they need to start trying to run the ball a bit to try to open up that pass game.
Look for defensive stamina of Clemson now to be an issue.
And here goes a run, and that's going to be blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Cam Perkins getting a carry there to start this drive. But, man, he was met immediately by Patterson.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what even happened there. This is really delayed on the read option there. And is that Kai's fault for holding on to that too long or what?
That was Perkins. It was just the play design. It looked like it was a counter. It was a fake counter pitch, so it looked like he was trying to pitch it out, but he just held the ball out. And as Perkins was selling his counter, it just took too long. Defense got back there. At 2nd and 13, here goes a throw and a completion. Blaylock, the man who won the game for Georgia the last meeting, able to haul in his first catch of the game. Good for 9.
Man, let me just tell you how good this offensive line is here, man. They had four on the ground, and they sent one. They had everybody covered, and then the center picked up two guys, picked up a linebacker and the defensive tackle at the same time, man.
There goes a throw, and man, that's great D, but also just not the read. I mean, Kai Cash still looks like he's in his slump right now, just not getting the ball out as he should.
Great defense here.
Yeah, just don't throw that there. He should have looked for something else down the field.
Oh, man, not having that views. Great knockaway out there.
Yeah, excellent. They're going to have to punt it away again. Very defensive game. We kind of could have expected this with how great these defenses are. But I still am very shocked at how Georgia hasn't been able to get their offense going yet. But like you said before, we've seen this sometimes where their offense just doesn't get going. But I would be very shocked if they come out here shut out in this first half.
Yeah, and I think what typically happens here now, they kind of are a little bit behind schedule, I would say. Let me look at the time on the clock. Yeah, with 2:37 here, they definitely are behind schedule. That you got to credit the defense of Clemson because they also have a great defense as well. But the issue, one of the bigger issues I see here now is that is Georgia's defense going to keep forcing 3 and outs for Clemson and been forcing their defense to get back out into the field, which then that might be a problem if Guy Cash can get it together.
They're going to look to spread it out here. Goes a throw over the middle, hits the drag, and Alfred Walker going to bring him down. Brandon Fecke, 13 of 15, 113 passing yards.
Yeah. We've seen this before, right? We've seen quarterbacks. I mean, 13 of 15, you'd think he'd have 14 points by now, right?
Okay.
but you know, he doesn't. He only has a 6-point lead. That's really just a 1-score lead. Man, 2nd and 6.
And here he goes looking to throw, scrambling. And he's up the middle of the field trying to juke. There goes the fumble, and it's going to be recovered by Georgia. Juke move, Derrickis Daniels gets the offense set up at the 29, and that's exactly what Clemson did not want to happen in this game.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm going to tell you, man. I'm going to just say one word, man. Thunderbirds. One of the best teams. One of the best teams to do it with their defense, and that's sort of exactly how Georgia is on defense. So I had to compare them to an RFL defense. It beats the Thunderbirds, man. The fact that it doesn't matter if the offense gets going or not, the defense is just so good at creating turnovers, can score, can stop teams and hold teams at bay without allowing them to score, which allows the offense to get back, you know, into things. And now what you just saw is the defense say, hey, we're going to put you guys at the 29-yard line. Go in there and take this lead here.
Yeah, and if they can punch it in and take advantage of this situation, that just boosts the momentum of the offense and gets them back on track where they want it to be. And, man, look at who it was, man, that made that play. David Kiesel, man, he is having himself a game. Forced fumble. Let's see if Kai Cash can take advantage of it. Here he goes looking to pass. 1st and 10. Throws. That's going to be broken up, man. Airtight coverage. That's Ali Melendez.
Man, Ali Melendez, I really, really like this player here. That was some solid defense there, and that's one thing that Clemson does have going for them is the fact that they do have a raw enough defense to actually battle against Georgia. So it's not going to be easy for Kai Cash and the Bulldogs here. Let's see what they do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 10. It was a throw completion. That's going to be held on to by Brock Melton, man. Just thinking back at the last game these guys had, man. It was a high-scoring game. Once again, that was on Arcade, though, at 38-31. Doesn't look like we might get that type of excitement here. You never know, though, in the 2nd half.
Yeah, and man, looking down there on the sideline, man, looks like Ray Franklin just checked in.
3rd and 3. Cash is going to have to get this one beyond the sticks. He'll throw a shot to the end zone, and it's caught but out of bounds. Wow.
Oh, man, a beautiful-looking play there will make a great picture. But boy, oh boy, was he a mile out of bounds on that play there.
Man, I thought he was going to be able to come down with this inbounds, but that's still a great job. I believe that's the submitted safety, Malcolm Washington. He played this well, pushes him out of bounds so that he wouldn't stay in.
Did you just get like an acceleration? It's just like he warped into position there.
Yeah, I think it was just to put him in position to try to push him out.
Let's see.
Well, here goes the kick. And it is good. Georgia gets their first points. Nothing but field goals in the first half of this Peach Bowl.
Man, field goal fest.
And so 3-6 as Blankenship knocks that one down. Would have definitely liked to see Georgia take advantage of that opportunity. Just, once again, couldn't happen on this defense.
A great evening. If you like defenses, it's just been a pretty great evening for defenses to start here. But hey, you know what I like to say, man? The magic starts in the 2nd half.
Yep.
When you get to the 4th quarter, man, that's when it really boils up. So let's just see. Let's see what happens here.
And the 2nd half is definitely going to be where it's at, man. Let's see if we can at least get a little bit of sparks here before the end of this first half, man. Only 9 points. Wasn't expecting that. Here goes the return from 2 yards within the end zone. Gets hit by a couple of defenders. Michael Rochester to the 22.
Michael Floyd out there celebrating field goals. It's a field goal parade.
Marlon Marshall, he's ran well. Last time he played against Georgia, he had over 100 yards rushing. He's on pace for that just about, with 10 carries for 43 yards on the night. Man, how crazy will it be if Clemson's able to hang on and advance for the 2nd straight year in the RFL College Series to the national championship?
Oh yeah, man, that'd be really, really awesome. That'd be a lot of politics in the RFL community if that happens.
Yeah, first down and 10. Here goes a throw into the flats. Immediate tackle. Kiso again. He's just everywhere the ball carrier is.
What are you thinking? USC and Clemson?
Never know, man. It could go either way right now. That's why I feel like this is a great playoff. These are great playoff matchups, man.
Somewhere, Jacob McCall is shaking his head right now.
2nd and 9. Brandon Fecky once again into the flats. This one to J.C. Chalk. And he'll gain about 3.
Yeah, see, this is just playing right into the hand of Georgia. Just too quick underneath here, and they're targeting underneath, but it's not working out like they wanted to in the beginning part of the half here. 3rd and 6.
And here goes Brandon Fecky over the middle once again. Like you said, going underneath. That's not going to get the first. We'll have to punt it away.
Yeah, the Georgia Bulldogs, man, they're just pretty much just giving you just enough. They're giving you just enough, man, but they don't want to move those chains, man. They tighten up those chains now. They got the dogs out there patrolling underneath. It's going to be tough coming by some yardage here against Georgia, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it is. Man, speaking of tough, that was a tough hit right there on special teams on Zamar Scruggs. Good thing he held on to it. Mekhi Cash, man, this offense has been just stuck. Nothing going at all. They definitely need to get it together. The second half, like you said, they're looking a little bit really late right now. You usually don't see them come out here and just put on this type of show on offense.
Yeah, and that's because they're also playing a better defense as well. So I mean, I'm not going to name a team, but this is another team. This might have gotten out of hand already, but they're playing a pretty solid defense.
First down and 10. Kai Cash throws, got the completion. Blaylock down at the 27. Georgia's going to burn their second timeout.
Kai Cash now looking around now, trying to find some other targets here. Was going to Brock Melton a lot, and now he's kind of spreading the ball around a little bit. Cash
again. And that's going to be incomplete, man. Look who it is. Mike Crowder. He's dropping it.
You guys talked a lot about Mike Crowder, man. Been having to look at some of his tape and everything. A silent assassin here, I guess you could say, in the RFL College Series.
Yeah, quite a few of those guys, man. And here goes a rotation of the safeties here. Looks like they're going to send some pressure off the left side. Counter run play, and Perkins will get the first down. Georgia not burning their time. They don't have to because, of course, the clock stops.
I like the play call, but at the same time, I want to see them take a shot. We know Kai Cash can take shots. Looked like they had a mismatch with Melton earlier in the game, and the ball just didn't get to him there. I'd like to see him try to extend the field a little bit more now and test these DBs.
Yeah. Let's see what they do here. Got a timeout left. Looking to take a shot this time. He will, and that's going to be caught by Melton over the middle, still going, and Georgia will use that final timeout.
Solid play right there, man. Seems like Kai Cash is chunking the ball with it for his life there. Man, it's weird.
First down and 10 here at the 47. Cash looking to throw again. This one to the sideline is going to be caught by Ty Simpson to the 40.
That's where Kai Cash is really good in the 2-minute drill. Anything under a minute, man. When you start running outs and just patterns across the middle and everything for short yardage, medium yardage, man, he's really, really good at that. And already he's down here at the 40-yard line, and he still has a little bit of time left. Maybe even get another play off here out of bounds and maybe a field goal to tie it up.
And here he is looking to throw to the sideline again.
Oh, but didn't he get out of bounds? Oh, the clock stopped.
The clock stops, but I would recommend them kick the field goal here.
Yeah, probably so.
But you never know, man. Sometimes these guys still try to run plays. It is out of range, though, a little bit, too.
We'll see. They do like to run that little fade route.
Well, they are going to kick it. This to tie the game. Can they knock down the 51-yarder? Blankenship gets it through.
Wow.
Tie game, 6-6.
Yeah, Cash is winning the gunslinger mode there, man, for the field goal. And that was actually one of the best drives we've seen, if not the best drive we've seen out of Georgia to this point.
Yeah, he just barely was able to squeeze that in at the bottom right of that post. 1 second remaining. All Georgia has to do, kick it down the field. Just do a little return, or maybe Clemson gets a play at the end of the day. Unless a kick return happens, the score's going to stay where it is. We're looking for more action here at this second half. I think we're going to get it, man.
Yeah, now Georgia's going to get the ball back here at the half. Hey, man, if I'm the coach, I'd do an onside right here.
Why not?
Try it. Why not? It's only 1 second left.
And here goes the kick. Gets it to the 2-yard line. Michael Rochester goes down at the 26-yard line. That's the end of the first half of the RFL College Series Peach Bowl, man. Very low scoring. Nothing but field goals. 4 total, as the score is 6-6.
Yeah, and Clemson has slowly let Georgia climb back into this thing, clawing and scraping back into it. Clearly, had an opportunity to have 14 total points, but instead, they've only come out with 2 field goals here. The running, we'll see if that's going to continue to be a thing for Fecky. But Georgia done a great job here of containing Clemson and allowing themselves to get back in this game and tie it up 0-0 to start the half.
And the crazy thing, you looked at those stats going into the half. I mean, Clemson literally over 100 yards in both passing and rushing, and still just 6 points on the board. And then another aspect for Georgia that's really hurting them in the rush game, only 9 rushing yards in the first half with Cam Perkins, the league's leading running back and Worsley winner. They need to do something with that department, try to figure out something going there. They had 79 passing yards in the first half, so that offense right now looking very lackluster. Like you said, going up against a really good defense, but they have to find a way. We know in the second halves of games, that's usually when the guys got some things figured out, and you start to see a little bit more points getting put up on the board.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to blame you and Beazle, man. You boys handed out all them awards, those sweet awards, man. Guys just stopped. Hey, I'm going to take off now, man. Forget about the bowl game. I got the award already.
Samara Scruggs. Oh, man, thought he was going to get out of there. Gets to the 29-yard line. Georgia's starting this second half, and like you said, you talked about this when you found out that Clemson was getting the ball first, man. Georgia getting this ball to start this second half is a pretty big deal. Can be. Yeah,
if you've ever seen the Terminator, then I think you need to watch this drive here by Kai Cash. I got a feeling that we're going to see something sweet come out of him. He's going to transform this game here to start this drive.
Let's see what the Bulldogs come out here and do. All tied up ball game once again. Play action. Kai Cash will look to pass, throws, and it's going to be caught by Brock Melton. First down.
Oh, boy. What a play. What a play.
Odd catch is 68 yards here in this game. Look at that, man. Good throw.
Great pass. Great route ran. Coverage a little bit too off. Crowder, solid DB, but just a little bit too off there on Brock Melton. Got to get a little closer to Brock Melton. He's got some hands.
Yeah, that's a great catch. He's made quite a few contested catches already here in this game in traffic, and that's what you want to see, especially the RFL scouts out of a receiver. First down and 10. Counter run play. And here goes Cam Perkins maneuvering, getting up the middle of the field. Let's get him the ball. I mean, only 5 carries in the first half, and in my opinion, for Georgia, that's just unacceptable.
Yeah, now it's set 2 plays. They're beyond the 50-yard line now. They're in Clemson territory here at the 47. Let's see what they decide to run here on 2nd and 5.
Shotgun here for Cash. We'll look to throw again. This one's going to go out to Perkins, but only a yard.
A little quick zip pass. They run that all the time there. Sometimes Perkins is able to take that up the sideline. Usually he's going out of bounds with that here, but they get 1 yard here, 3rd and 3. So it should be probably a quick pass here. I'm thinking maybe something inside RPO style play or something. Let's see.
Spreading out the field. Cash throws, and there goes a first down completion all the way to the 24.
Like I said, man, if you haven't seen the Terminator and how he transformed, man, this is what you're seeing right now. The Kai Cash is coming out here. This is just target practice right now. And you can see wide receivers now are in one-on-one matchups. They spread the field out here. Got Clemson all the way spread out. And now they're just saying, hey, we're going to use our wide receivers against your DBs, and we're just going to play the better matchups, matchup. And what you're seeing right here is wide receivers on Georgia right now getting a jump on cornerbacks.
Great catch right there by Simmons. And they'll run it. Perkins bouncing to the outside, trying to spin away. It's a great open field tackle made there by Crowder.
Yeah, that off tackle is going to work every single time, but Cam Perkins, especially when the defense is playing that deep zone there. Solid job by the O-line. Cam getting onto the outside, man. They're lucky he ran out of moves on that one.
Yeah. If he had been able to spin away and get away from Crowder there on that tackle, I think that would have been a house. 2nd and 5. Back on the ground. Perkins going to get stood up behind the line of scrimmage by DeFranza.
Oh, boy, DeFranza is such a big guy. Look at him, man. He's a maniac. Look, huge guy, man. Get right there to shuts Cam Perkins all the way down here. It's a great play there by DeFranza. Look at that. Solid tackle there by the big guy.
Yeah, and big number 71, I mean, looking like a deer in the headlights out there, not knowing his assignment. I mean, he could have picked up that block right there and helped Perkins be able to spring that, but unfortunately, just didn't look like he knew what he was doing. 3rd and 6.
Oh, this is a mismatch.
And here goes a throw. That's going to be caught by Blaylock. 1st down. They are moving.
Who was 23?
That's either Booth or Melendez. They both wear the same number for some reason. Never got to check. Yeah, it's
Booth Jr. Yeah. Wow.
It's just a great route.
Yeah, it's a great route. Man, I didn't see how many were in coverage, but I do think there was like a 3-on-2 situation at the bottom of the field there. That's why I called it a mismatch there. So I knew someone was going to get it. Just didn't know who that was playing defense though.
1st down and 10 here. Single back formation. Georgia starting to get the offense rolling. Kai Cash to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Tyler Simpson. Wow.
Like that, man. Five plays. Was it 5, 6 plays?
Something around there, man.
Yeah. See, this is the Kai Cash that we know, and this is why when you start the game off, you got to score touchdowns, man. We talk about efficiency. We talk about production. Clemson very efficient in the first half. Not enough production. Only scored 6 points on that, and just like that, man, you got Kai Cash in here with a lead here. Start the 3rd quarter off after he won the 2nd quarter. Man, oh man, boy, what a big score that is right there.
And that's exactly what we were talking about, man, with this Georgia team, man. Start out rough, but if you do not put up points and score on this team, then they're going to come back in the 2nd half, and they're going to rip you. And they're going to challenge to see if he had a foot in. He obviously had 2 feet in, so that's going to stand.
Man, oh man.
And the separation he had on Malcolm Washington, that was a mismatch right there. You got Tyler Simpson, their slot receiver, running against the safety. That's just going to get, you're going to get smoked every time.
I imagine they're going to go for 2 here once they go ahead and clear this here.
Yeah, that would be, I can see them going for the field goal because it will still be a 7-point difference. But we'll have to see what they do here. Yeah, they'll kick the field goal here.
Go ahead. Okay. Yeah. Oh, what am I doing, man? My math is all fuzzy.
I could definitely see him if it was like a 7-12 ball game at the point.
Yeah. My math, man. I got that fuzzy math.
Well, the extra point's good. Georgia takes the touchdown lead here, 13-6. First touchdown of the game on a great connection from Kai Cash. So, as the guys already saying in the chat, to T-Smooth.
T-Smooth, man. What a great drive right there.
Man, shout out to the RFL community. If you haven't already, make sure you smash the like button and make sure you subscribe as well. Turn on the notification bell. This is the best time to be watching the Relocation Football League as you are watching our college series right now. We are literally closing in on about 10 days away from the RFL season, the official RFL Pro Series, and you do not want to miss rolling into that. We got a whole lot of things we're about to drop soon, trailers. We're actually about to drop our rebrand logos and talk about merch in the future for you guys very soon. So a lot coming for you guys. Do not want to miss out. So make sure to check out our website. Make sure also to follow us on social media. We post there daily. We always have content out, especially on Instagram. That's our biggest social media platform. And join us, man. The RFL, it's where it's at.
I see Jermaine Taylor down there yelling in the chat, man. Like, let's go, Fecky, game on. Here comes the pain. Hey, do you think he said that with like a strong voice, like, bring the pain? Or do you think he's like a little tiny voice, like, bring the pain, man, bring the... Yeah, I wonder what his voice sounds like when he's saying that.
Man, the way he puts capitalized and, the way he speaks with his emojis and everything, I think this dude definitely a deep voice guy.
Bring the pain.
Jermaine Taylor, man.
Bring the pain, man. That king.
I want to give a shout out to the guys who donated earlier to Sorry that I didn't get to shout you guys out for that. But I see a couple guys gave some donations. Here goes a run up the middle. And Marlon Marshall, nice run, gains about 6 yards on the carry.
He so said no Mike Tyson voice.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson?
Anthony Washington said the Debo voice. I can see that. The 2nd and 4. Run to the outside. Breaks the tackle. That's a great tackle right there by Logan Becker to keep him short.
3rd and 1 here. This is a big 3rd down for Clemson. Are they going to allow Georgia to continue to dictate this game on defense here or what, man? Let's see what they decide to go to. I don't know, man. Do you think they run at him?
I have to see, man.
Oh, boy, empty set.
They're going to go empty set. No running back at all. Somebody better come down with this pass. Let's see. 3rd and 1 over the middle. And that's still going to be caught in traffic. And, man, that's one thing about his game, man. He's definitely not the top receiver on this offense, but still had over 500 yards receiving. And his hands were just about automatic in traffic at all times.
Oh, yeah, man. That was a really great catch there. Boy, oh, boy, he got sandwiched at the end of that one, but luckily he was able to hold on to that one, man.
Yeah, that's an excellent catch right there.
Oh, yeah, man. Rest in peace to Debo, too, man. Just realized that, yeah.
First down and 10. Clemson keeping the drive going. Draw play up the middle, and that only gains a yard. We'll say 2. Now they're looking at a 2nd and 8.
I was gonna add, man, you gotta be a great person, man. People to remember you for being a bully.
I know. There goes a run to the outside, and this defense all over Kiso, just making tackles all game.
Man, Kiso, I'm telling you, man, this guy's a tackle machine, already up there to 8 tackles. I gotta go ahead and look at his defensive stats on the year here, but every time I see, man, this guy makes tackles, man. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, that's just a great job right there. Getting outside and just shutting it down, man.
Yep.
On the ready.
3rd and 11 for Clemson. See if Georgia can get them off the field. There goes a throw. It's going to be caught, but not beyond the sticks. Georgia gets the stop.
Man, another stop. Wow, Rochester finally checking in with a catch, but boy, the defense is just commanding it right now, man. You know?
Yeah, excellent job right
low,
now.
Guy over top, guy on the bottom here. Obviously, just corralling them in right there, and man, just another punting situation here. And if you're Clemson, now you're just starting to worry. Now, it's hard to come by yardage against this team, and you got to get something out of the situation. You got to get something here because you don't want Georgia to keep on putting on points here in successful drives.
And the way Kai Cash looked on that last drive, man, and they started getting oh man, that's going to help him out though. But yeah, and the way that Cam Perkins was starting to get himself into a rhythm, man. Clemson right now, that defense is going to have to hang on just like Georgia's defense did until their offense can get going and score points.
Hey, well, what a punt that was.
Yeah, that was just
That's
about
a 3-yard line.
That's at the 4.
4. Wow.
You can see from Kai Cash numbers was 16 to 23 for 148 passing yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. Really got out to a shaky start in the first half, but that's like we said, from watching him, it's been a part of his game from time to time. A strong formation to the left side, 3 tight end set. And they'll kind of balance out the offense a bit, moving one to the right. Looks like that may be the direction they run. They do. Perkins with a nasty juke move. Gains about 7.
Clemson are going to have to be very careful with these matchups here. One with a 43 look there. And, man, sometimes when you go with those base offenses, that really puts you in kind of danger there as you start to have mismatches all over the place. And what we saw there was a bit of a mismatch on the D-line there. Let's see what's going to happen on the 2nd and 3.
That's a great tackle right there. Perkins just didn't look like he exploded enough there on that play as he usually does, and he's inches short.
Yeah, interesting to see if Georgia's going to decide to run Cam on this play. He struggled here, or if they're going to elect to allow Kai Cash to pass out of this situation on 3rd and inches. They're going with the single back, and he's under center.
Once again, a strong formation with the 3 tight end set. They're going with some play action, though. Good blocking, throws, and there goes Tyler Simpson, man. He's having himself a game.
Man, I'm telling you, man, that play just worked so beautifully there. It's just kind of like collecting Legos there, as you just saw Kai Cash just snap the ball. He does his play action here. He rolls out, and he got a great block on his blind side from the left tackle there, which stopped the DB from getting in there and getting the sack there. And then who's he find over the middle? He finds his wide receiver, man. A great play to Simpson right there. What a great play that was.
He looked just great, just stopping there, setting his feet. Nice space, firm with the throw. Everything just looked great there on that play. And here he goes with play action again. Another shot down the field. Incomplete, big hit. Brock Melton couldn't come down with that.
Kai Cash just really trusts his wide receivers to see him as just throwing the ball immediately as soon as he's looking downfield. And, man, he's kind of lucky no one came away with that one right there. But, again, man, I just really like the shots that he takes, man, trying to get the ball down the field.
They'll come out here, single back formation. Run with Cam Perkins. Juking, just can't get away from him, man. Tanner Muse, man. You got to give it to Clemson, man. They've been able to make those tackles when usually he's been able to fake guys out and get those extra yards.
Yeah, well, that's what I talked about in the pregame show, man. Tackling here. Clemson doing a lot better tackling this time around than what you may have seen in those highlights when Cam Perkins was just selling ankles on the evening here.
3rd and 15, shotgun. Kai Cash throwing one deep down the field. He's got a man beat, and it's overthrown just barely. Man.
Yeah, eventually he's going to connect with one of those, man. The second deep pass that he's thrown. Man, Melton just couldn't get up under that one here.
Just out of his reach.
Yep, just out of reach. Wow.
And Clemson gets lucky there. This offense better do something after that play right there. So Georgia booting this one away once again. And what a punt this is. Marks him down at the 9.
We play to win. Let's go.
For second there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go. Clemson back out onto the field here. Way back into their own territory at the 9. At least got a little bit of space from their end zone, but still have to be careful against this defense.
Yeah, back up against the 9 here. Great job. Boy, just still tall orders here for Clemson, man. Boy, things has really come to a halt for them as they were moving the ball very effectively in the first half. And now, man, much ado about nothing.
1st and 10, shotgun, going to motion Michael Rochester into the formation. They'll look to throw. It's the drag here with Rochester. The speed almost gets him the first down. Michael King on the tackle. 2nd and 1.
That was a good-looking play there by Clemson, going with some some different plays now and trying to find other ways to move the ball. And that's what they're going to have to do, man. They cannot be predictable here against Georgia.
Once again here in the gun, looks like they might run it. They do. Counter run play, and the defense is there. Nice play by Monty Rice.
Oh, man, just lose yardage on that play as well. Rice getting back there with a solid tackle for a loss. Just 3rd and 2, man. It was looking promising here on 2nd and 1, and now 3rd and 2. And you think when you hear 2 yards, you're thinking, oh, this would be easy pickup here. But, man, it hasn't been easy picking up small yardage here for either one of these teams.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't. These offenses, man, really getting a challenge here tonight.
Ready.
They're looking to pass it here. Empty set. And if I'm Georgia, I'm looking out for Brandon Fecky, possibly trying to scramble if nothing's there. But he throws, and it's straight to Monty Rice, but he drops it.
Well played there by Monty Rice. I'm going to see the replay on this. Who was the intended target there?
Try to get the JC Chalk.
Oh, yeah, tried to get the chalk there. Rice is just standing there playing his zone, keep his eye on the ball, just reaches up. Didn't over pursue. That's what I like. Normally we see sometimes those outside linebackers over pursue into the zone, but Rice is just staying in his zone, shifting his legs there, and just, man, keeps his eye on the ball all the way through, and then almost gets a snatchy on that play, man. Very good job.
And that's the thing with Brandon Fecky sometimes. I mean, there's times where he looks excellent, and there's times where he does make those decisions where it's just about almost obvious not to make that throw. He got lucky right there. Here goes the return by Zamar Scruggs, a nasty juke move. Gets to the 47. And momentum is slowly starting to build up for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Now you're giving Kai Cash the ball back at his own 47-yard line, 13-6.
So let's see what they can get going here with this possession. Couldn't do anything last time. Missed opportunity on the deep ball to Brock Melton. And even looking back at that play, man, if he had made that throw, I mean, that was definitely an RFL caliber throw in a tight window on a deep ball. Not easy to make, but let's see if he could get himself a bit more accurate here on this drive. Run here, juke move. Still manages to get a yard.
Man, they've done a good job of keeping Cam Perkins at bay, man. Only 33 yards, on 12 carries. He's fighting, though. He's battling, trying everything he can to move the chains. But Clemson so far has done a really good job on the #1 back in the country.
Tight bunch formation. And a handoff. Perkins trying to find a lane. And Clemson just continuing to just close in on him.
Very good job there. 3rd and 7.
So try to get Cam Perkins going those last two plays. And now, of course, should be an obvious passing situation here. We'll see as they spread out the field. Watch out for T. Smooth here at the bottom in the slot. Looks like they got Ali Melendez manned up on him, but he's blitzing. Here goes a throw, catch, and he drops the ball on the contact, trying to lower the shoulder, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, some good defense there by Clemson. That's a win. That's a win there for them. They stopped Kai Cash. He started at the 47, only ends up at the 50-yard line. Only give up 3 yards in this drive. Solid defense there by Clemson.
And even if he had been able to hang on to that, I mean, definitely wasn't going to be enough for a 1st down. They try to go with the slants. And once again, man, Clemson secondary just all over everything. They can't throw the ball as effectively as they want to as against, other teams that they've faced this year. And here goes the punt. And it's a touchback.
Come on now, let's go.
Here goes Brandon Fecky. Still only 6 points on the board. They were moving all first half, just couldn't score the touchdowns. Now we're seeing it just difficult for these guys to get down the field again as they were.
Yeah, they've done a good job here in the 3rd quarter of stalling Georgia, though. I'll give them that. Could have gotten that way more out of control. Obviously, to start the quarter off, Kai Cash came in real hot, but yeah, they slowed them down here, and we're drawn to the 4th quarter, and they're only down by 1 score.
Brandon Fecky checks it down, and Marlon Marshall tries to hit a move, but good angles there by the defense. 4-yard gain.
So really, Brandon Fecky just playing it safe, 20 of 23 on the game.
Yeah.
He's just really trying not to make a mistake right now.
Definitely. You haven't seen him scramble as much as he was in the first half either. Typically see him do that more so in late in the 3rd and 4th. So there goes a throw. That's going to be caught, but a tackle again for David Kiesel.
Yeah, see, that right there, man, that could have gone for a lot more yardage. I'm not sure we're going to be able to see the replay on that one, but that could have went for a way more yardage, man. But because he decided to loft that up under there, it just takes off time. He's got to find a way to zip that ball in there on the drag and allow Marlon Marshall to use his speed to get to the outside, not try to lead him to the outside with a lofted ball, which is going to allow the defender to catch up and make an open field tackle.
And you guys already know what to do in the RFL community. Put your 4s up in the chat. It's been a very low-scoring Peach Bowl, but we'll have to see. Still don't know who's going to come out on top and advance to the national championship. We're throw into the flats. Wow. Just definitely would not have made that read.
Yeah, definitely got to square his shoulders up there, but we're going to go ahead and blame the AI on that one.
Yeah. Definitely should have looked for something deeper down the field, too. I mean, that was just immediate release, just going into the flats, just not knowing the situation. And yeah, that's just AI situation there. Going to have to punt this one away. Lamar Scruggs had some great returns. He gets from the 25 out to the 32.
I just can't wait until they start taking those screens, catching the screen, turning inside, and then it's just a one-on-one matchup. Who's going to be more physical? You know, we see it all the time in the other league, you know, where they catch it, and it's one-on-one, right? And then someone does a move or something like that, goes to the outside or whatever, you know, but they're fighting over yardage, you know, in that situation. So it's just unfortunate he spent around the opposite way, counterclockwise, you know, out of bounds.
Got the first down and 10 here, throwing, and that's going to be great defense. Crowder.
Boy. Now, you know, we're starting to get to the nitty-gritty here with the fourth quarter going on, and, you know, we got to remind people, man, I think we said last night, man, you know, Clemson actually won the whole thing last season, man. Are they the team to beat Georgia, man? You never know. I mean, 13-6 right now. Wow.
And here goes a throw, a completion. Simpson can't break the tackle of Melendez, but it will make this third down much more manageable here. They just need 2. And a lot of dink and duck plays, and then when the deep balls and deep plays present themselves, the quarterback just has not been able to connect. See what they do here. Perkins cutting back inside. Gets held up by his lineman, but still picks up the first down. Good run.
Yeah, that's a great run there. And, you know, slowly Cam Perkins is making his way, you know, into the ball game. They're going to really need him to continue to do this little 1, 2, 3 yarder thing, keep the ball moving for Kai Cash.
That's a good job right there. Just hitting the lane and getting what you can. Really have been keeping Cam under wraps here tonight. Well, like you said earlier, I mean, he's still continuing to fight. You never know when he can break one off.
Yep.
Georgia trying to, I guess, try to set that up. First and 10, Cash looking, throws one deep down to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Brock Melton makes the catch. It was underthrown, but he makes the adjustment that time for a 54-yard touchdown, 2-possession lead.
Yeah, and as the old saying goes, man, the third time is the charm. Tried it on the left side of the field the first time, didn't work. Tried it on the second side of the field, the right side of the field the second time, didn't work. And, man, they go back to the other side of the field, and this time Melton makes the adjustment, and he gets the touchdown here. Boy, Georgia here, boy, 19-6. 10:32 left to go.
Finally able to get over top of Mike Crowder. And even though the ball wasn't picture perfect, it got there. The extra point is good, and Georgia takes the 14-point lead, 20-6.
Yeah, that was just light work there by Kai Cash. And we've seen this out of Kai Cash before. I remember on a podcast some weeks back, we were talking about this, where, you know, Kai Cash is better than most quarterbacks on a bad day. And this is definitely not a bad day for him, but it's just kind of an off day. You know, it's not the best of days for him. He's not doing bad at all. He's still very much in this game, but this is just not a caliber performance out of Kai Cash that we're used to seeing here. And that's what just makes Georgia so dangerous, is the fact that he can play so average, and they're so difficult, so difficult to beat. You know, it's just really ironic when you think about that. You know?
And with that touchdown reception by Brock Melton, he is now tied in the RFL College Series for the most receiving touchdowns this year.
Oh yeah. It's just a great ball club, caliber players all around Kai Cash, which you've mentioned before, and you know this team here. You know, I mentioned this too in the earlier part of the season. Man, they can beat you any kind of way. You know, you don't get Brock Melton go, who you going to? You're going to go to Simpson. Don't get Simpson going, who you going to go to? You're going to go to Cam. You don't get Cam going, maybe Kyle beat you. Hey, man, if all those guys are not playing well, hey, man, let's go to Jermaine Taylor and those guys on the defense. They can get it done for you.
And even to add on more to some more accolades, that's Kai Cash's second passing touchdown, which makes it his 30th on the season. Drop pass right there. Rare one from Julian Barnes.
You can just really feel the emotion out of Georgia right now. The defense, they know they've got the 14-point lead here. They know that Clemson right now is just kind of like an injured dog right now, an injured tiger, I guess you could say, and they're just coming out of them, man. Just going to keep on banging against them and getting physical with them like they're doing a man right now.
And here goes the pressure coming off the edge, and he fumbles. And it's going to be recovered by Georgia. Logan Becker with the scoop and score, and Georgia now flexes their strength as it looks like they're about to run away with this one.
Yeah, and Jermaine Taylor's in the Chick-fil-A end zone. That's going to be sponsored there by a Chicken Deluxe. My pleasure. Touchdown.
And who got that set? It was off the edge. Look at the punch out. Great job. I don't know what happened. The game kind of chopped out there, but Logan Becker gets the recovery with the scoop and score. It was Ojulari who forces the fumble. Wow.
Boy, oh boy.
Just like that, man. You had a 6-6 ball game going into the half, and now Georgia up, what I assume is going to be 27-6 here.
Yeah, man. We were just talking about it, man. Both sides of the ball. That's why I compared them to the Thunderbirds, is because both sides of the ball can produce production, which is going to lead to scores. And that's the biggest deal with teams like this who have defenses that are perfectly matched for scheme. It's that the defense can be so imposing that it doesn't matter if you shut down the offense. It doesn't matter if you came up with a great game plan to contain the offense. The defense, if you can't score against that defense, man, oh man, it's going to be a real struggle for you here. And this game was just 6-0, and Kai Cash was looking like he was looking like he hadn't shown up yet. And now look at this thing here, man. 27-6.
Crazy, man. What a turn of events, man. Georgia not playing around, 21 unanswered points. Actually, 24. And these guys just are just continuing to show why they're the #1 team in the country. Mm-hmm. I pretty much, at least me, for my opinion on this, I have no doubt that these guys are going to improve to 14-0 here tonight and advance to the national championship, as they should, man. I mean, this is just an outstanding comeback of a performance in the second half, as we expected.
Yeah, we expected this. We talk a lot about Georgia, just their ascent, not really the favorite team to win it all. And, man, since week 1, they just came out and just said, hey, we're just going to play ball and we're going to win games. And that's what they've done this entire season. And, man, just hats off to them right now, man. Obviously we're not going to call it too early right now. Anything can happen. But right now, it's just really looking like Georgia is headed to a national championship.
Yeah, the momentum is just too high right now, in my opinion. The 1st and 10, Brandon Fecky, let's see if we can change that. Great defense. Knocks that one away.
And now you're just kind of starting to notice, the not miscommunication, but, the routes are not being ran as crisp as they were being ran. The coverage is too tight now for Georgia. Players are not really open now. They have to try to make plays on the ball. Becky's now trying to force passes into coverage. And that's what we're seeing here.
And what's going to make it worse is this. I was just about to say, is they're going to force him to scramble. Oh, what a move, though.
Boy, nice.
Another one. But see, takes the hit. If they force him to scramble and force him to have to make plays, that's usually when Clemson is just, they can't do anything on offense, as they haven't been able to do tonight. He phones that ball again, man. And it's definitely a game over for sure. I don't see any comeback even possible. But, got to slide after all this.
Yeah, and the biggest thing, too, is when you're taking the hits, you're risking stamina, and another thing, too, about, is luckily he was able to get the first down and stop the clock there. But, when you don't get the first down, now the clock is the biggest issue for you, and you start to kind of waste time, when you're running the ball.
Yeah. There goes a throw over the middle. Great defense. Intercepted. Going the other way. Tyson Campbell palming it like he's Deion Sanders, and it's another defensive touchdown for Georgia. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about right there, man. This defense, man, it's just too much right now. And, man, they've just totally taken the lid off the chicken box here. And, boy, oh, boy, welcome to the let's lost my chain of thought, man.
Look, I'm right there with you, man. I wasn't expecting this type of rally back. I knew they were going to come back and play way better, but right now, it's ridiculous.
Hey man, look man, it was just real cute in Chick-fil-A, man. This became the golden skillet. It just became real raw golden skillet, 6-piece and fries. You know, first it was all cute. You had the little chicken sandwich with the lettuce and tomato
Coach
and everything
living.
inside. You know, your little Chick-fil-A sauce, a little lemon, a little lemon pepper. Everything was all good. And now look at this now. Oh boy, Georgia in the house.
Put up a 30-piece on them, and the extra point's good. 34-6, man. Wow. This game went from 12 total points in the first half to 34 points being scored here. Well, 31 points being scored here for Georgia. That's ridiculous.
Hey man, this is one of those games back at Joey crib, man. You know, you at Joey crib and you might start getting a fight in the living room there, man. Something like this. You know, you're all solid 6-0. You're silent. Your boy whooping you and everything. You don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, you get spark a comeback and you get mad. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you scrap it in the living room, man.
Then you're not coming over Joey's no more after this.
Yeah. You're not going to Joey's no more.
Wow.
Boy, oh boy.
I was talking about Joey, not Joey, got me caught up on Joey. I was talking about Brandon Fecky, you know, fumbling the ball and it's over, but no, pick 6.
Yeah,
it's definitely a wrap right now.
Oh, man.
Georgia could easily still put up 40 plus. This is just amazing.
Yeah, this is. Whew.
And this is usually when you got Brandon Fecky at his worst, when he's had multiple turnovers. That's his 3rd turnover today.
Yeah.
Look at the numbers, man. 22, 28. Like you said, most of these are from like just being conservative. But now he has to try to force plays. And when that happens, like I said, that's when you see him make a lot of mistakes, as he is here tonight.
Yeah, hey, efficiency with no production equals L's here, man.
Yeah. Man, they look so great too in the first half, right?
They did. They looked really great. So did Penn State. They had 2 picks.
First down and 10 here at the 27. Here goes Fecky. Putting a little bit too much air on that again. And J.C. Chalk just looks like he just wants to keep the clock running with the slow jog.
Oh, yeah.
He just wants to leave here tonight.
Oh, man. He wants to leave here with his tiger coat on, man. Boy, oh, boy. This has just been an absolute rout here out of nowhere.
We don't have a sponsorship with Chick-fil-A, but I do entice with David Kiso is saying, since this is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, go out there, get you guys a spicy chicken sandwich. Here we go, 2nd and 6, trying to throw over the middle. Drop pass there for Julian Barnes. And what game?
Lie, man. Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich is by far the best all time.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of been rocking with Popeyes, man.
Oh, the Popeyes?
Popeyes.
I gotta check that one out.
Yeah, you got to check that out. He is stepping up in the pocket, throwing deep down the middle of the field. It's going to be caught by Chalk. And maybe you heard what I said. He gets to the 43-yard line for a big first down.
Yeah, man. Chalk's like, I'm not done yet, guys. I'm not done yet.
That's a great throw right there. At least they're not giving up, man. You see they're still fighting. And that's a huge first down.
Yeah, great play there. Chalk just, you find out late in these games who's really here to play. And the guys like Chalk, man, kind of been outshined all season, man. They start running up the stats and everything, and might land on the team in the 7th round.
First down and 10 for Brandon Fecky. Throws this one into the flats of Marlon Marshall. Can't shake the 2 defenders as he goes down for no gain.
We done started something now, man. Chick-fil-A, Popeyes. See a lot of Popeyes out there. I might have to go try Popeyes, man.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out, man. Get the spicy one.
See, the thing is that I've never been to a bad Chick-fil-A. I've been to a ton of bad Popeyes.
Now, I heard of that, too. I heard a lot of guys say the Popeye chicken sandwich is nasty. It depends on, what Popeyes you got around your area. Here it goes. Brandon Fecky trying to scramble, and he's sacked on the play by Logan Becker.
Yeah, that's the difference. Chick-fil-A, man, they have it under wraps, man. They're private owned, so it doesn't get ratchet. with Chick-fil-A. But the other franchises, they got the more commercial ones that you see all the time, man. It's nuts.
Yeah, Logan Becker right there. He tried every way to get out of that traffic, bouncing around like pinball in the backfield there, but he still brought down for the sack. This Georgia defense is just on a whole nother level right now.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and 14. Brandon Fecky's out of there again, getting to the outside, breaks the tackle, spinning around. It's 4th down, and best believe Clemson is going to go for it.
Hey, I really love what I'm seeing out of Fecky, though, man. You know, he's had a great game. He's tried everything possible. From the moment this game started, he said, "Hey, I'm going to move the chains," and that's what he's done. But you know, it's just that the defense here of Georgia is just too strong. You know, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, and you know, he tried his best to be conservative, take care of the football, but still, Georgia just too great, still forcing the turnovers. And Clemson's going to try to hit the field goal with Potter from 54 yards out. Does he have the leg? He missed one earlier, and he misses another. Wide to the left.
Well, that's sponsored by Rib Shack. My boy RFL Jalen Simmons, man, the 4th. He says, I don't know what y'all talking about, but Rib Shack is amazing. Shane's Rib Shack. I know about Shane's. Man.
That seems like a certain region type of spot, because I know I don't have them up here where I'm at in Delaware.
Yeah, we got him out here in Virginia. I'd like to know where my boy Jalen is from, man. Are you from the Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina area? Because I've heard of Shane's. Shane's is pretty good too, man. But it's commercial, so you don't get a whole lot of food with the amount of money you pay for it. That's the only thing about that.
Here we go, 1st down and 10 at the 37-yard line. Georgia just looking to continue their onslaught. Here goes Cam Perkins. 1st down run. This is usually where they really put games away, because now they done beat down on the team. The defense doesn't want to play, and now you got to deal with the series leading rusher.
Right. Now look at this Perkins blocking here. Now all of a sudden he's got all his speed, and he's just opening holes and everything. Man, oh man, it's getting real saucy down there on the field.
Man, if he'd been able to just cut that back and use his speed running to the right side, it would have been game over. But 1st down and 10 here at the 48.
That's going to clear the whole side here.
And he'll run it, trying to force the fumble. He's luckily, I don't know how he palmed that, but still lost yards. That was Skowski on the tackle. There's another look at this. Yeah, he tried to strip it. He held that ball like he was Michael Jordan.
He did. Maybe EA built Jordan into mutt. Like,
2nd and 12 from midfield for Kai Cash, looking to throw. Great pocket and a completion, running through the defender. Malcolm Washington, the safety, for a 1st down, and San Nasir.
oh man, boy, oh boy, this thing just getting ugly right here, man. That catch sponsored by Polynesian sauce. Boy, oh boy, look at this here, man. right through.
And Malcolm Washington is usually the hard-hitting safety.
Oh yeah.
But Nasir
real sauce
brought it to him.
Dipping him. What do you say?
Dipped him in the sauce. Did more than dip him in the sauce, though, right there, man. He just flat out pulverized him. There you go. 1st down and 10 here at the 37. And good tackle. Malcolm Washington trying to get back a little bit there on that one, getting some assistance after a gain of 4.
Yeah, just what a game this has been. It started off really great, but you know, like we say, we called it, man. You cannot allow Georgia to come back on you, man. When they give you points, no team I've seen do this. You know, no team has put up 14 to 21 points they needed to win the game early. Instead, they settled for field goals, and then all of a sudden they start facing 3 and outs as the defense started to recognize what they were doing, and that's when the defense either starts to score on you, and like in this case, or the offense starts to score on you. But man, oh man, you just hats off to Georgia's defense for just standing all the way through, flowing through, and man, boy, oh boy.
And to do that against a number 3 ranked offense, like it just goes to tell you. Here goes a throw over the middle, 1st down. That's going to be Harrion. Harrion actually started in the RFL College Series for Georgia last year.
Man.
Didn't get no smoke like that at all. No burn, excuse me, this year with Cam Perkins.
Man, oh man. And, coming in from Justin Jones, man, he scored 21 points in 1 minute.
Crazy, man. Just ridiculous. I mean, 2 back-to-back defensive touchdowns like that, that's just amazing. Looks like they're about to put a 40-piece up, though, right now. They're moving.
I'm telling you.
Pitch to the outside. Great block. Cam Perkins. Oh, my God. I don't know why he went that way, though. But I guess he just wanted to make him look bad still.
Yeah. Would.
So he actually ends up losing himself 3 yards there on that play. 2nd and 13. Kai Cash into the flats. Oh, blows him up that time. It's Zanasir. Of course, this game over here for Clemson, man. Got to get in here, and they were competitive for that first half. But Georgia just, like you like to say, Rob, flexing that muscle.
Flexing
doing
muscle,
what they've
man.
been doing all year. Coming back.
It was all good just a week ago, man. Man. Quickly how the tables have turned.
Play action, and he is going to be sacked immediately here on this play by Jones.
Oh, you got to get a picture of that one. Kind of flexed on Kai Cash on that one. Right. Stood over for a second. That was a new animation.
In real life, if this was a real team, the coach saw that, he would have probably been livid.
Look at Kai Cash like, ah. Oh, man. Great sack right there.
Yeah, like Washington said, that hit right there was personal.
Right.
Here goes the field goal attempt. And it's crazy to think about this. This was the same scenario for Clemson last year that Georgia's in. I mean, they weren't undefeated, but Clemson only lost one game last year. And they were in it from the first half against LSU in the first round of the playoffs. And then they ended up blowing LSU out. I believe the final score was 22-44.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
Really
Same
crazy.
type of performance right now, except it's them in the reverse seat.
Man, oh man. It was looking promising for Clemson at first, man. It was looking real good.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, man, the death grip was applied.
37-6, Georgia going to the national championship, man. 14-0.
14-0. And with a great chance, you know, nothing against USC or Alabama. But we've seen what happened, this season. Obviously, Alabama would love to have a third try, at beating Georgia. Obviously, a much better game played the second time around. USC feels that they have a solid squad as well. And so, I don't want to start trying to break down who's who and what's what just yet. You know, we got plenty of time for that. But two good opponents. But man, oh man, you just like to think that, you'd like to think if you've really been watching this series, that both of those teams just not on par with Georgia right now, unfortunately. But hey, any given Sunday, man. You know what I'm saying?
First down and 10 here. Just barely over a minute now. That's running down. And Clemson just trying to at least score one touchdown against Georgia's defense before this is over with to make the score look slightly a bit more respectable, I guess. But, yeah, Georgia flat out dominated this one. Guys, better make sure you tune in tomorrow, same time at 8 p.m. Eastern. USC taking on Alabama. Here goes a sack on the play. Georgia, man. Just bringing it. Relentless.
Oh, man.
3rd and 13. Brandon Fecke looking to throw. You can even see from the press. Oh, and a sack on the play. Jermaine Taylor with 2 tonight. 25.5 sacks on the season.
Boy, oh boy, the big dog is putting his paws on Brandon Fecke right now.
And to be honest, if he gets 2 more sacks, he literally, I know it's RFL and the college is different, but he is literally going to tie for the same amount of sacks Isaiah Ingram had as a DN for breaking the record in the RFL. This is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's why he won the Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Georgia just should run out the clock, and Clemson shouldn't make them look bad, man. Just don't use any of the last timeout. Don't use the last timeout. It is what it is. You punted it away for a reason, and of course Georgia's come out here, victory formation. It's over here in the Peach Bowl.
Yo, man, I gotta. I'm joking, but I'm serious at the same time, man. I gotta shout out Kai Cash, man. Kai Cash is a very positive guy, man. No matter what, he's always throwing out some good positivity, man, to the teams, man. You know, I'm sitting here looking at the score. I look down and Kai Cash is like, "Hey, man, y'all some dogs." You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, "Oh boy, the dogs didn't show up today."
Man, that's that's the type of personality, RFL coaches look for to have in their locker room. Because, I mean, if guys honestly don't think that their attitude affects them possibly getting drafted, you could be a great RFL prospect. You could be like the best one. But if a coach doesn't like your attitude, they're not going to draft you. They don't want you in their locker room. They don't want to talk to you. So, a guy like Kai Cash, you want that guy on your team come draft day. But that is going to be it. Clock hits 0, and Georgia is advancing to the national championship as they knock down last year's national champs with a final score and a blowout victory, 37-6. And player of the game goes to David Kiso. Wow, what a game!
Hey,
he deserved it.
Kiso. That puts him at like 70 tackles on the year, I believe.
Yeah, look at that, 24 points scored in the fourth. Wow. Man. So who's going to advance to take on Georgia for the championship? Will it be a third rematch between them and Alabama? Or will USC be able to pull off the upset and get their revenge from their Week 1 matchup against Bama in their game tomorrow in the Fiesta Bowl? We'll find out. Either way, whoever goes to meet them, I think it's going to be a good national championship. Let's go ahead and get a look at the stats. Rob, you staying along or are you dipping off?
I'm about to figure it out right now, man. Go ahead.
All right, so I'll go ahead here with the stats. And Kai Cash over 100 QBR rating with 109.7, 22 of 33, 253 passing yards with 2 touchdowns, no interceptions in this game, 66%. Brandon Fecky was highly accurate, but he was not trying to test this defense often. Stuck with conservative passes, and it was working out, just could not get into the end zone, maybe a little bit too conservative, as he was 76.9 in the QBR, 26 of 33 for only 181 yards, no touchdown passes, and an interception. So Georgia doing a great job there. We look at the rushing category, leading in rushing yards. Brandon Fecky, 107 rushing yards in this game. But Marlon Marshall, only 50 yards on the ground, 15 carries, did not have the same performance he had last time against the Georgia Bulldogs. And Cam Perkins also did not have the performance accustomed to seeing him do as the league's leading, as the series leading rusher, but still averaged pretty good, 3.4 yards a carry. That's a first down every time. And Marlon Marshall was still around that as well. So they had themselves okay days on the grounds. In terms of receiving, Brock Melton tying up with Jake Winkleman on the season for the most touchdown receptions on the year with 6 catches, 122 yards, and a touchdown catch to put it as 15 on the year for Melton. Then you got Joey and Lettner with 88 yards. He was great in the first half, didn't do anything in the second half. Georgia's defense just absolutely woke up and shut him down. Tyler Simpson got things started for the offense of Georgia, scoring the first touchdown for them of the game with 5 catches, 49 yards, and of course that touchdown, as I talked about. Nobody else really did much receiving here. We get a look at blocking. Wow, this is crazy to see, man. Patrick McNeil, man, he's a great community member, man. And they say he gave up 3 sacks here in this game. He gave up 8 on the season, almost half given up here in this game. But, I mean, it's Georgia, man. You're going up against Georgia's defense. I mean, that was bound to happen. And he had to go up against Jermaine Taylor all game. That's just, man, just pretty much unfair. You get a look at the defense here. Man, 16 tackles in this game for Alfred Walker. 8 solo, 8 assists, and a tackle for loss. Hey, this guy, he probably had more on here. Did he? No, just all zeros across the board there. But, man, he was a tackling machine for Georgia. Player of the game at cornerback, David Kiso. I thought he was going to lead in tackles here in this one. Not too far off, though, before a cornerback with 13 tackles is still very impressive. 10 of those solo, and tackle for loss. Had himself a sack in the game and a forced fumble. What a game, man. Definitely deserving of player of the game here tonight. That was just an outstanding performance No one else in the double digits in tackles, but Monte Rice is an honorable mention along with Ali Melendez with 8. And no one led in tackles for loss. Quite a few guys with 1 in that category. In sacks, Jermaine Taylor, you just knew this was going to happen. Tied for the most here tonight with 2 sacks to add to his total. 25.5 sacks for him on the season. Just incredible, unblockable. And 2 on the season added on to his total for Philip Barkley. And other guys who had a sack as well was Logan Becker, Azeez Ojulari, he had Sheridan Jones, David Kiso we talked about, and DeFranza and Simmons splitting a sack themselves. Only 1 interception. This one went to the house for a touchdown. Tyson Campbell off the deflection, able to take it 56 yards and crib it. And then only 2 forced fumbles. There's 2 forced fumbles in this game. One, of course, from David Kiso for the scoop and score, and then Azeez Ojulari there. No blocks, no safeties, but 2 defensive touchdowns. One for Campbell off the pick 6, and the other off the scoop and score, as we talked about, with Logan Becker, the DN, scooping that one up. Nothing happened on special teams. Let's go ahead and get a breakdown of how this game turned. The first half, there was just nothing going here, all field goals. Nothing worth reviewing here. But let's go ahead and see how things just changed here in a matter of seconds for this game. I mean, Georgia started out with the ball in the second half. And look at this, 18-yard play to Brock Melton. These guys started getting it together. Kai Cash started getting himself in the rhythm. We've seen this out of him all year. Beautiful pass. Nice way to lead him. Good job getting it to where only Brock Melton could get the football. Nice catch in traffic on Mike Crowder. First down. They get another first down here with a 21-yard reception to Ty Simpson. You can see, man. Oh, well, actually not Ty Simpson. Didn't get to see who this was here. He only had this 1 catch on the game. We don't have his name since he's not a prospect. Simmons, yeah, Simmons. Dig route again. This time working on Booth there on the outside. And look, just connecting on the dig route. Money. Putting it on the money right there. First down. They cap it off with the 11-yard touchdown. As you can see right here, play action. You look at the defense. This is why I was saying that was just a big-time mismatch. Got the safety going up against Tyler Simpson after he clears Ali Melendez. You see right here, nice move at the line of scrimmage. He's able to hesitate, get around Ali Melendez. Ali Melendez is in the zone coverage here, though. This looks like, I'm not exactly sure what type of defense this is, but now that puts the safety having to cover Simpson, whether he breaks inside or out, and you just don't know which way he's going, man. Great route runner from the slot. Boom, breaks that. Great job also by Blaylock on the outside, pushing, knowing he has to clear for Simpson. Runs that post, gets his defender trailing with him inside a little bit, man, just too far. And look at all this space to work with. Kai Cash recognizes it and triggers on that immediately. Throws it straight to the corner of the end zone. Look at that, straight to the pylon. Touchdown, Georgia, first touchdown of the game. Let's go ahead and get a look at this from Tyler Simpson's point of view. Focusing on him. Nice move, gets around. Bang. That's what you do as a receiver, man. Working in the slot, you got to be able to sell this. Good move off the line. Get that safety going. Hit this move off the top of your route. Bang. Create that separation. And there you go. Natural pick. Easy catch. Touchdown, Georgia. And that's when they really started getting things rolling. You see, Clemson just could not score for the rest of this game. Shut out the entire second half. Simpson still making plays. 16 yards right here. And this was the play off the play action on the third down. Ran a nice little play action. Kai Cash already seeing just everyone's here. He knew once he was going around, he sees this DN closing in. Well, actually the safety closing in here. He knows it's going to be one-on-one on the backside. Runs the play action, sets his feet. He's not even looking this direction. That's where everyone's at. All this space across the middle of the field. Sets his feet, throws. Just delivers a perfect pass right there to Simpson. Still kept it rolling. Didn't make any points, though, off of that. So I guess really was no point on reviewing that. But there was nothing else that really took place in the third. But it was the fourth where Georgia just completely separated themselves. 54-yard touchdown pass. He missed on a couple of deep bombs to Brock Melton, but he wasn't going to miss this time. Brock Melton able to close in. And as soon as he saw they were even a little bit, he kind of was late on his throw, which is why it still was a little bit underthrown. But look at this. Just the arm strength of Kai Cash. Still able to throw this, and this was on a line drive from deep. A line drive for deep. Still wasn't all the way accurate, but it was there. I mean, that's accurate enough. That is a beautiful pass. Let's get a look at it from Brock Melton. Just closing in on him. He's got the speed. Best cornerback in terms of interceptions and coverage for the most part this year. Mike Crowder, just too fast for him. He's not expecting this ball to be thrown this late. Look at this pass. Beautiful. Touchdown. What an adjustment by Brock Melton. And once they got that 2-point lead, it was over. As soon as Clemson got the ball, forced fumble, and a touchdown. You can see Ojulari coming off this block, this double team block with Marlon Marshall and Ankrum. Get off me. Slaps by. And Fecky realizes it, trying to wait for something to get open. Nothing is there. You can see just everything covered. Tries to spin around, but Ojulari just got the jump on him. And then bang, you see him underneath, knocking that ball free. Knocks the ball free. Can't hold on to it. Logan Becker with the scoop and score. Big fella gets in there. That's a 3-possession lead right there. It was for Georgia. 21 unanswered points. Then the interception for the house for the touchdown. You can see right here, Brandon Fecky trying to throw, trying to hit this spot route, but just great defense by Derek Daniels. Tries to find a soft spot in this defense, and Fecky did a great job trying to get the ball off fast, but just great defense. Just great defense, knocks that free, and this is just a great play being made by Tyson Campbell. Just pays attention to the football, picks it off, gets into the end zone untouched for the pick six, man. And let's look at this from his point of view. This is just a great play. Good ball. Bang. Look at that. Tip drill all day. Housework. Goes in there Deion Sanders style. And it was definitely over from that point. And you saw just nothing else really going on here. Field goal for Georgia, and that's it, man. Georgia dominates. They're going to the national championship 37-6 in the Peach Bowl in the semifinals of the RFL College Series playoffs over Clemson. What a game. Well deserving. They improved to 14-0. And Clemson falls to 8-6 to finish off their season. Great season for those guys, man. Shout out to the Clemson guys who were here to watch this one. And, man, get ready for tomorrow. We got ourselves the Fiesta Bowl. The last game before the last game of the season in the national championship. Who is going to take on #1 Georgia? Who can challenge to try to defeat them in the biggest game of the series? Will it be Alabama or will it be USC? We'll find out, man. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't have the graphic, unfortunately, for that right now. But do not miss that game. Hopefully, definitely should turn out to be a great one. But until then, it's your boy Smitty, RFL Commissioner and play-by-play commentator. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.